Well, good morning, everyone. I'm home from Arkansas and I have to get some things canned. So today I'm canning banana peppers and I'm gonna make some dilly beans, spicy dilly beans. So I'm gonna make sweet banana peppers, probably get a jar and maybe 2 jars of hot banana peppers. So let's get started. All right, I've got my vinegar. I've got my pickle crisp. That'll be right here. It'll be 1/8 of a teaspoon. I've got my lids in the pan. And because, I didn't want to make brine, I use Mrs. Wage's pickling spice, pickling seasoning, and then right there, and my jar sanitizing. Okay, so I'm gonna kick it up a notch with this recipe. This is gonna be my hot banana peppers. I have some jalapeno, some bell pepper, some tomato, garlic, and my hot banana peppers. And we're gonna see what that tastes like. Save your seeds, y'all. Don't throw your seeds away. Save them, refrigerate or freeze them, but save them. Okay, let's get a jar out of the canner. And we're gonna very carefully empty that out. Canner back over here. Here's the jar. You'll need a ladle. No, a funnel. It's a funnel. Now, because banana peppers have holes, you have to make sure you burp them. So I'm gonna layer it with the tomatoes, and I'm gonna put just 4 bell peppers in there, 2 jalapenos, I just quartered these, y'all. See, quartered. And then let's put about 5 cloves of garlic in there. There's a tomato that got away. And then we're gonna top it off with some more. You're gonna leave a 1/2-inch headspace. And I'm gonna put a sprig of dill in there. Just because I want to, and it'll probably be hidden in there. And now, I'm pushing these, I'm packing these, y'all. We need a 1/2-inch. I'll put a couple more. Oh, okay, good deal. Be careful lifting your jar. Let's see. All right, let me get this brine to a boil. Got a boilie out right there. And of course my tripod doesn't want to. Oh. All right, I've got the first jar filled. I'm gonna take my vinegar and we're gonna wipe that rim because you do not want that on your jar. You want that puppy to seal real good. Now we're gonna take our magnet and we're gonna grab us a lid. I know a lot of people do this differently. I like to dry my lid off. to make sure there's a good seal. I'm just gonna get that finger tight. Put that bad boy in the canner. And we're gonna repeat this. Don't forget to take the air bubbles out, folks. It's very important. The peppers have holes in them and you'll get a lot of air bubbles. So make sure you check for that. And I just push it down and get my spatula in there real good. And you see I'm making a mess all over the rim, right? I think those tomatoes are gonna be awesome in there. You don't want seeds stuck on the side. So I always gauge, that's an inch, that's a ½ inch. And that's how I've always gauged it. Never had an issue with it. But definitely take your vinegar, because you saw what I did. Now we're gonna get another lid. I'm gonna dry that off. And check your jars for cracks. Check your seals to make sure they're good. Because after all your hard work, y'all, you don't want it going to waste and losing everything. That's not fun. And if you have a Ball canning book, you know, Ball is an awesome reference that you can use. Oh, you know what? I forgot something. Back out they come, because I wanted to put pickle crisp in here. So back out they come. And we're gonna take those lids off. Ooh, it's hot. I'll re-wipe those just to be safe. And let me get my 1/8. I should have had it out already. My 1/8. It's a 1/8 of a teaspoon per pint, and it is 1/4 teaspoon per quart. So there's an 1/8. You just put it right on top. And we're gonna leave that out because we're gonna need that for the next recipe. Okay, oh, I said I was gonna wipe it. So that's what I'm gonna do. There we go. There we go. Okay, back in they go. I'm glad I remembered that step. Because I want these to be crisp and not mushy. Okay. I forgot to turn the camera on, but I've got my dilly beans in there, garlic, jalapeno, a couple bell peppers, and tomatoes. And we're gonna see how that works. All right, here we go. Oh, I almost did it again, y'all. Forgot the pickle crisp. Right there. Okay. Looks like there's a little wetness on there. It could have been from the rain. But we're not going to take any chances. Okay. This brine called for 2 cups of canning vinegar, 5%. I'm having it. So 1 cup of canning vinegar, a 1/3 cup Yeah, a third cup of white sugar. Cane sugar is fine. That's what I have. And then a quarter teaspoon of mustard seed and a quarter teaspoon of celery seed. So if you want to make the whole batch, just double that. But that's what I'm doing because I only have one jar. And I had mustard seeds, no celery seeds, so I took my pickling spice and I put a half teaspoon of that in the jar. Uh-huh. You know what? If I do this right, I may get another pint. So, let's see if we can get another pint. Uh-oh, casualty on the floor. Wall shot. Okay, make sure you wash your vegetables off too, y'all. And I remembered 1/8 teaspoon of the crisp. I'm just gonna leave that out right there. I think I can put some more tomatoes on there. Let's just fill it up as full as we can get it. And here's the jalapeno. Oh, my garlic. I forgot my garlic. Oh, my. Gotta have garlic in it. There's some runaway seeds right there. We want to save all our seeds. I know I keep saying it, but man, it's so important, especially nowadays. Hold on, I'm gonna get my garlic. This one's gonna have a little more tomato. Okay. I like garlic. And I know it's dill and it's a sweet brine, but we're just gonna do the thing and add that in there. Be careful when you have a sugar recipe, y'all, because that gets very hot and sticky. So pay mind to that. Yeah, that one's gonna have a few more tomatoes and garlic in it. But I love dill, and I don't think it'll ruin this recipe. Matter of fact, I think it'll be fantastic. So there we go. That's just the way it's gonna be right there. All right, here's our last jar. Doesn't that look pretty? Now, what I did is I put the two sugar jars next to each other. Like, they have the most tomatoes in them. Now I have this leftover vinegar. It's going in the water. I have almost 2 full quarts of the pickled brine, and I'm gonna stick that in the fridge. It'll last about 2 weeks in the refrigerator. I've used it after 3 weeks. It's your call. But that'll be the perfect amount of time for me to get some more things out of the garden to can. And I'll have the brine made. Yay. 10 minutes are up. And I turned the stove off. I am going to vent this just a little bit. You don't want to open it wide open right away, because that fluctuation in temperature can, you know, crack your jars or do something really bad. So let it vent, let it cool down, and then we're gonna take those out. They are ready. Now, these are my sweet banana peppers. Do not tip them. It'll be okay. Don't tip. Pull them straight up. And the water, you don't have to get the water off. It will evaporate on its own. These are my hot banana peppers. We're gonna put those down there. And our spicy dilly beans, yummy. Now we wait for the coveted pop, 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 pop. That's right.